Okay, what is your name?
Irith Weiner.
Great, Irith. And what was it like before you started coming?
Every day was a struggle. The uncertainty of the future, not feeling good. Just getting out of bed was a hard thing.
And you were taking some medication at that time to help?
Yes, I was taking Ambien back a while for sleeping and Lexapro for anxiety. And I am now drug-free.
Yay! Congratulations!
And feeling even better.
And you said that your mornings, what were your mornings like before?
Dreadful. Waking up shaking, brain fog, the feeling of how I'm going to tackle the day. Will I be successful in managing what I need to do, taking care of myself, taking care of my children, and all I want to do is go back under the covers.
And you had some pretty big things happen in life. These were extenuating circumstances and some major life transitions.
I'm a widow for 11 years. Lost my husband. He was 54 to a brain tumor. I'm now 66. 11 years without him. Then became a caretaker to my mother. And she passed a year and a half ago. And I'm an only child, tackling the world alone.
And so some things were pretty tough.
Pretty tough. Not having supportive friends who, unless you are a widow, it is a lonely journey. You have to revamp yourself. I'm not the person I was. Yet I had dinner with a friend last night who knew me before and knew my husband and said, "You're better now than you were."
Wow.
And she saw me 3 months ago when I came down here. She said, "You're going to get through it."
So how long did it take, thank you so much for sharing your story, how long did it take before you started feeling different from the time that you started your supplement program?
I'd say within a week I started feeling something was happening.
And then how long has it been now since you started that you feel this significant shift?
The last week and a half, the last 10 days, I got this calm into me, and the serenity, and the brain fog is gone. I can move, there's a future.
Yay.
And it's in Florida. I'm able, with the strength, thanks to you, to go home to New York, clear out the house. Very emotional because you go through each piece of paper. Everything I touch has sentimental. You have to put it into a pile. Do you keep? You keep it for your children, for yourself, or do you throw it out? Throwing out is real tough. But it's letting go. And I'm able to do that now.
So if you could go back in time and speak to yourself in the past, or speak to somebody else who's in the same sort of circumstances now, is there anything that you would say to them? What advice would you have for them, or what might you encourage them to do?
When you first go through a loss, you eat, you drink, you do whatever you can to cover up the feelings. Then you got to come out of that shell. You got to talk to someone. I did. I went to bereavement. I went through one-on-one therapy, but it didn't help. I was still masking everything.
What made you decide to seek a different kind of assistance?
Because it wasn't helping. It wasn't doing it. And then I received a diagnosis of having a fatty liver. I'm not heavy. I never was heavy. I was always want to exercise, want to eat well, so I thought. I always did the whole wheat route versus the white, thinking that was better. Developing an issue now with my sugar, thanks to the whole wheat. I am now gluten-free. I've been for 3 months. It is life-changing to go out to dinner and everybody's eating their rolls. And I say, "Excuse me, may I please have a salad?" Because I need to eat while they're eating. So you make changes, but I gotta tell you, the inflammation is gone, brain fog is gone. I'm 66 and a half. If you look at me, I don't think you think I'm 66 and a half.
Absolutely not.
I'm keeping the weight off.
And the biggest, most recent change was Your
it's
hands.
The hands, and I was going for 3 years. I was going to acupuncture twice a week, chiropractic once a week, massage therapy every other week. I'm not saying that that's not important, but what you put into your mouth is what makes you what you are. You are what you eat. And it's so true. So true. I haven't had alcohol. I can't remember when. There's no ice cream. There's no dairy.
And it's worth it?
And it's worth it.
All right.
To the point where my daughter, who was a cheese alcoholic, okay, it's the only way I can say she was addicted to cheese, is on her 3rd week now of not eating cheese.
Oh, wow.
And she's on her way to Nashville, and she says, I'm not going to eat cheese there. I still feel better without.
Awesome.
So we're sort of continuing that with her.
Well,
But
thank you so much for sharing your story, and congratulations!